day to you. Welcome to my channel, Words of Wisdom. First of the month. So the 1st of August, we're 7 days out of the 8/8 portal. Energy is really building. It's a beautiful day, end of the week as well. What are you setting up for yourself over the weekend? But I thought I wanted to do, let's see what August brings in its month. Let's look at our month of August. So I've got a couple of cards on the table. I'm not sure if we're going to get any more, but we've got our Akashic Tarot to start with. We've got our energy cards, our intuitive whispers cards, our cosmic guidance, and our dream cards messages for the final. We also do have our runes to pull a couple of runes to start. So that's how we're going to lay out our table today. I was hearing balance. Things have to keep balanced, and grounded. Staying grounded. Our sacral chakra, our solar plexus, our root chakras. Those lower chakras are really important for us right now because of this energy that is very strong. Lots of things happening. I'm not sure if you're feeling it. Let me know if you are. But you know, it is about having those moments of doubt, those moments of reflection, those moments of just having that strength in knowing that you are on the right path, you're doing the right things, and Spirit will send you that guidance. And this is the guidance that I'm asking for now on our magic table. The ritual we're going to talk, the spell I'm going to talk out first of all is our grounding ritual. I feel like this was a very important part of our story for the month of August. Staying calm. Lots happening on our external views. If you are one to watch the news and watch what other people are doing and worrying about this and that and the other, good luck to you. I am not. I will stay in my bubble, as my father calls it. It's your bubble, Debbie. And I do. I want to stay in my bubble. I'm grateful every single day for my journey, for my blessings, for miracles that happen in my life. I had a little trigger last night that I had to really think about again this morning, because it's Mercury retrograde, because there's so much energy, things we don't need to bring with us through this 8/8 portal. They need to stay where they are. And I've got to recognize various things in myself, and it's important that you do that. And this is what our guidance does as well. It stirs up our guidance, stirs up those thoughts, it stirs up those feelings. And maybe my words of wisdom might resonate and stir something in you to make a change. Hopefully for the better for you, of course. That's my intention all along. So let's start with our grounding ritual. Roots deep in the earth, firm and strong, grounding my spirit where I belong, with earth beneath and sky above, anchor my soul in nature's love. By the power of stone and soil, calm my mind, let worries uncoil. With each breath I draw in peace, release my burdens, let tension cease. In the secret space I find my place, blessed be this grounding grace. With each step I take, feel the earth's embrace, strengthening my spirit, hold me in the space. As above, so below, as within, so without, and as it is, so mote it be. All right, so beautiful grounding ritual for us to start our reading today. Let us have a little look. Sorry, I've got some, I lit my sage. So let's have a little look. First of all, I do want to just share this as well. I have my little positive affirmation little book stand here. And August the 1st says, too much is as bad as doing too little. And that's where I feel like balance is really important right now. So too much is as bad as doing too little. We do need to maintain a very firm balance right now. And we can only do that when we ground ourselves, when we make sure our chakras stay in alignment. It is all about alignment. Absolutely. There's another word that we're probably going to hear somewhere on the table today as well. But let us look at our beautiful runes. And they can definitely start off our day and our reading, these runes. Oh my goodness me. Right, we did have one jump on the floor with us today as well. All right. So we have Isa. We haven't had Isa before come out. I'm sure that's the eye, but anyway. All right. We have our normal ones that have been around with us for a little while. Okay. And we have on the table our lucky clover. Luck is on our table today. Bit of luck. And who is this? And of course, our magical unicorn. Our magical unicorn's been with us for quite a number of weeks, actually. It's beautiful. Yesterday, we did have all 4 of our lucky stones, but today we have 5 stones, and we have Berkana. And Berkana came out very strongly with us yesterday as well. For me anyway, in the morning, Berkana. I was very pleased to see that. So we have 5 stones on our table. I'm not sure how many of our cards we're going to get. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, there we are. I picked 5 cards. So 5 packs of cards. Here we go. We're on target. We're in alignment. Okay. So we're going to read what these are for us today. Something was calling me and I don't know what it is. I've forgotten. Okay. Sorry. Let's have a little look at the stones. Just to remind us, we do know who we've got on here that have been around with us for a while. So, oh, this could be a new one actually. There it is. All right. This is Theresa's. How do we say it? Theresa's. Theresa's. Protection, warning, contemplations, decisions, and luck. And we had our lucky clover on the table. So this is an interesting start. It's concerned with aspects of protection and resistance to danger or unwanted circumstances. The shape of the rune represents a thorn on a branch, symbolizing the wisdom of choosing a defensive stance rather than rushing to attack an adversary. Now that is very interesting because that was my trigger last night. The old me would have definitely opened my mouth and gone for it, but I didn't. Very proud of myself. If you go into a challenging or potentially dangerous situation, you can surround yourself with a shield of protective energy, carrying a talisman, or be extra mindful of your environment and your actions. Taking these measures is often enough to deter potential attackers from trying to harm or take advantage of you. Consider this rune as a friendly but stern warning to be alert to potential danger at this time. A common interpretation indicates that you're facing an important decision requiring careful consideration. Be sure to thoroughly evaluate every aspect of the situation before making your move. Take as much time as you can to decide and don't make your choice from a place of emotion. The ability to come from a neutral, rational place when making a decision that can significantly impact your life is another form of protection against unwanted circumstances. Wow. So yes, the magical uses: defensive magic, protection, help with decision, and good luck. That is incredible. Wow, we haven't had Theresa's on our table, and it's about good luck, circumstances. So it's again making sure you stay grounded, calm. Remember I said there's lots going on the outside. That calmness is definitely here. Too much is as bad as doing too little. So make sure that you do something. For me, it was about a conversation that was being had that I thought was inappropriate. It was triggering me. I removed myself out of the situation. I was cross, but what... Sorry, clearing. What puzzled me, right, was I didn't have any real feeling to that. I kind of thought I should be annoyed, but I actually didn't have any feeling until I thought about it this morning. Then I had more feeling, but by then I'd made a decision to see something see it from a different point of view. And I was helped with that by my sister and my sister-in-law, which is interesting. But it's about that family bond of understanding. So that was interesting scenario, and this is resonating with me for that very, helping with those sort of decisions of how you react or respond. Very nice. Beautiful. All right. So we have our normal Miss one on the table as well. Oh, we have an eye. Yes, Isa. It is Isa. We haven't had Isa before, my friends. This is a new one for us. Bacana, of course, is about new beginnings and growth and family, which is on the table with Isa. But Manaz we have next. Manaz, of course, is humankind. All right. So what sets us apart, remember about the idea of all humans, no matter our specific language, physical appearance, or beliefs, we all share the same experiences. So it's about self-awareness, checking in with yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually as you choose how to respond to your circumstances. There we are. I knew I had to share that story with you for a reason. So maybe this is going to resonate very firmly with someone. This it either has happened or is going to happen in August. And because that's what I said in the very beginning, let's see what August brings us. As the first of the month, we'll do a reading with August. So that's why we have got 5 different packs of cards on. We're going to see what we're going to bring in. So wonderful. And then in between, I did put down Hagalaz, which we've had out for quite a number of times as well. And of course, Hagalaz is about a bit of chaos. So it's about things that maybe you cannot control or fix. Resistance is futile. You've got to allow it to happen or allow it to go on in order for you to see things from a different perspective. It's about temporary phenomenon beginning and ending as water is a liquid state. Hagalaz can signify significant change that may be rocky at first, but ultimately the transformation that results from this experience will leave you better off. So it is about important shifts are taking place materially, emotionally, or spiritually, but for the new creation to occur, what is old must be dismantled. And that's what I said. My old me would have responded very differently. Well, I would have reacted and then responded. Now I just responded in my way, not even in that situation. I took myself away from it and I thought, you know what, I'll process it. And I thought, what is the lesson I'm learning? What must I know? And it was difficult at first. I had to ask for a little bit of guidance. And then I thought, okay, I'll take that guidance. Then I took that's right. And then it started to come clear and I realized it. I knew the minute I realized it because I felt completely different. That's very interesting, isn't it? Very, very interesting. Isa as an ice, obstacle, standstill, delay, coldness. Oh, okay. So there may be physical circumstancing blocking your process, a loss of energy, or mental blocks you cannot see past in order to move forward. It could be a delay. Know that the sun will eventually return to melt ice and allow the water to flow freely again. And that's what ice means, ice. All right. If there's anything you can do to prepare for making progress once it becomes possible again, put your energy there instead. You might even find that you're better equipped to pursue your goal as a result. What is the lesson? What is it I'm trying to learn? So it is about maintaining a status quo, protection against unwanted energies or developments, and bringing clarity to a situation. There we are. And Bacana, of course, is a lucky rune as well. And that is on our table. Where is it? I saw it. Bacana. Where are you? Yeah. So Bacana is new beginnings, growth, regeneration, new relationships, a new phase of spiritual development, new ideas that lead to successful outcomes. So that's lovely as the 5th rune along. So we really have got we've got luck on our table. We have some magical scenarios going on. I've told you my story and it resonates with me. So maybe something similar has happened to you. I hope so. The advice here is to keep an open mind, perhaps re-examine the motives behind your actions. Exactly what I did this morning. Exactly what I did this morning. And it was nice to actually think, I didn't really have a feeling about that. But it came out. It was lovely. Focus your energy where you can be productive and give the intractable problems a rest. Fertility, female health, magical uses, love, protection. So we've got a lot of protection on this table. That's beautiful. So that is our runes for today, my friend. Lovely, beautiful. Okay, let's hope we can now take some advice from our beautiful cards along these lines. Let's put our runes out like this. That's lovely. All right. Okay, so magical, magical, magical. Magical uses. Magic is on the table. Now we have our beautiful Akashic records, and we have access to the Akashic records as spiritually awakened beings. It's always there for us. This is our Akashic Tarot. And we are asking, please, for our Akashic Tarot guides to just help us out with what's on our table from our runes in terms of what is happening for the month of August. Okay, Two Worlds has come out. Okay, Two Worlds. All right, well, we're going to go with that. Two Worlds. I'm going to put it over here. We're going to ask what is our energy. I've got my amethyst, which is intuition. So our energy, let's see what we can read with our energy cards. Oh, there we go. Okay. We've got our beautiful intuitive whisper cards, and we have the rose quartz that was on top. We will go through our two cards there. Very nice. They were on top of the Two Worlds as well. Same cards as this morning. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to stop there. So we have got the Two of Scrolls that have come out with Two Worlds. Now it is in reverse. So we'll start with that one. Two of Scrolls. And what do we know about scrolls? Scrolls reflect the world of mind, communication, and study. The suit of scrolls holds within it arts, written history, sciences, philosophies, messages, and information and communication. All right. The Two of Scrolls, right there. Two Worlds in reverse. The reversal of this card is one of great release. I love it. Can you see it? Hope you can see it. Money and the personal world are present, but they no longer have to drive you. You have an opportunity now to act on your highest ideals and convictions. You may have been torn between two worlds, or even between light and dark, but now you've discovered a greater sense of the truth. The rock-solid mountain of your spiritual reality is now the history from which you draw your power. Once you were worried that striving for your spiritual goals would put your personal or financial life at some risk, but now you have determined how to take steps, even little ones, to integrate the two. Your divine soul is the driving force of your life, and you can design your future and manifest all that you desire. Bit of luck on this table for a reason. That's beautiful. Very interesting. And the idea of responding and reacting, maybe having a bit of patience to think things through. It was also on page 111. So spiritually guided. Spiritually guided. Okay. With our beautiful energy cards, we've got 3 cards that are all reversed. We first have Deceit that came out. And it was in reverse, which I think is a good sign, but we will read it. We also had Victory, which was also in reverse, okay, under Deceit. And we had our beautiful Angel of Love. He's been around a couple of times in the previous days, but again, in reverse. All right. So let's have a little look at our beautiful energy cards and see what the message is strongly for us in August from the energy. The energy we're reading. So take what resonates with you, obviously. You know, sometimes it's just one little part of the card that really makes sense. Another times it might be the whole 3 of them, okay? But just see how you feel about deceit. Receiving this card reverse puts you on a notice that the deceit of the past is over, about to end. So we're having that very, very clear distinction that things have been released, okay? Perhaps some enmity at work is being dissolved, or maybe a more open communication has developed in your personal life. Mine last night. Be assured that the negative and dishonest energy is on its way out. Take advantage of a new, peaceful and open environment. Isn't that lovely? One where you will be able to forge more success and greater comfort. Deeper level, this card reversed is telling you the period of self-deceit is over. So you're no longer thinking those negative, bad sort of thoughts of yourself, possibly. You're seeing the abiding truth of your own value, power, and deserving. May take continued effort, but your honesty with yourself regarding these truths will bring even greater value into your life. And that's very interesting how victory was there on the table as well. And angel of love. So there's some work to be done, possibly in August. On yourself, on your self-love, on your self-healing. My TikTok reading this morning actually is resonating with these cards today, because these 2 cards came out this morning very clearly. And I think it is a lot to do with that now, these next 7 days. Really staying focused on your journey, focused on yourself. Being, you know, it's funny how it's the amethyst and the rose quartz crystals that were on top of my cards here, all to do with inner work, self-love, self-worth, love, heart condition. And the angel of love is holding this beautiful crystal heart, rose quartz heart, on her heart. So and she's in reverse as well. So let's have a little read of victory in reverse. It's about maybe a delay, again a delay. Okay, we've had that a couple of times. So next 7 days is about really putting that effort in. But also I had a conversation with my sister about divine timing. And that came out this morning. Okay, you're flying high. But yesterday as well, it was about divine timing. And divine timing is Spirit's way of, it'll happen when it'll happen. When it's meant to be, it will be on your path. And sometimes it's taking a little while for us to get there. Because I went back 2 years, if you remember yesterday, if you saw my reading, for my 8-8 portal journal. And it takes time. And what I said I channeled in 2023 could be really relevant to me now. 2 years. So this journey is not a quick fix, even though we are being awakened and moving along much faster than ever before. It's still going to take what it takes. And it's because we as humans have to do that healing inner work. So you may need to restructure things, reevaluate or release specific outcomes and set your sights on another. Whatever's going on externally, remember that the equanimity of peaceful surrender can often be your biggest victory of all. So what have you've now stopped with this deceit. Even though this victory card, I almost feel like it's almost a victory, isn't it? Because you've stopped with that deceit. You've been truthful about yourself. Sometimes it's hard to do that. I had to do that this morning. It is hard to say, I used to be very different. I used to do something very different. My sister said the same thing. She said, I could never go back to thinking how I used to think. And I was like, me too. It is very interesting. We have number 49, 29, 49. 49. And 49 is also in reverse, our lovely, beautiful angel of love. It indicates a possible disconnect with matters of the heart. It could also imply an emotional rift where two people stay connected on a superficial basis. All right. So again, letting go, surrendering. Don't deceive yourself about it. If you are in a loving relationship, then this might not resonate with you. If you are not, like I was not 3 years ago, I had to tell myself some hard truths. I had to be brave enough to reach for my victory. Okay, so think about those things. If you find yourself unable to let go, this loving angel is telling you it's time to release any toxic or unrequited attachment you may be holding on to. The universe is waiting for you to free your heart and open your life to the fully present and honoring love that you so rightly deserve. Look in the mirror and see the angel of love there with you. Know that you are worthy of this tender emotion from yourself and others. I love and value myself without limitation or condition. Tender, loving treatment comes to me in wonderful and unexpected ways. That is so lovely. That is amazing, isn't it? And it's 158, which goes down to a 5, which is all about transformation. So I'm quite impressed with that. Obviously, then we have got on our intuitive whispers, our crown activation and and unraveling. Something is changing. Something you are becoming much, because I was talking about energy, wasn't I? An energy feeling. You can see the reds on this card, the passion, the feeling. Something's starting to unravel now. Maybe it's going to become much more clear to you in the very near future. 11, of course, we've got 111. We've had 11. So 111 was the page. We've got 11. We've, we are being guided, directed, supported, protected by our angels. So 11 crown activation says, your body is ready to bloom in spring, ready for fresh new energy to emerge. That's what I'm on about. That's the unraveling. Okay, so when this crown activates, it is drawing a lighter, more playful energy to move through you. What heaviness can you let go of to let into this new playfulness? Sometimes on the journey back to intuition, there can be challenges and things need to be cleared. But right now, it's time to play. Oh, that's a lovely message. Go ahead. This scent has no sound yet, all sounds, and has no color yet, all colors. Your crown energy centers the part of you that connects to something higher, to the universe, your higher self, to love, to God, whatever resonates for you. As the center opens, there's an opportunity to release and manifest in an expansive way. Dream bigger than you usually do. What if something far beyond your wildest dreams is just around the corner? Be open to receive and embrace the unknown. That's incredible. How to activate your crown. Shall I go through that with you? Sit up straight. As you breathe in deeply, imagine you are pulling energy from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head. As you exhale, follow your awareness back down to the base of your spine. With every round of breath, your energy begins to build until you are feeling an opening of your crown. Visualize a lotus flower opening its 1,000 petals. As the flower opens, a bright white light pours from above. In from above. So ask this question, what do I need to receive that I wouldn't think to ask for? That's lovely. Very good. Okay. And then we have our unraveling. So unraveling is an opportunity to let go of parts of yourself that you've been holding back. This transformational journey back to your intuitive self is like peeling the layers of an onion. Each layer that is uncovered brings a deeper understanding of yourself, creating a new confidence and ease. So, choosing this card, you are ready to peel off another layer. Where are you feeling the most stuck in your life? And we've talked a little bit about that, haven't we? Some of the runes even mentioned that. The idea of this stuckness. Perhaps that's still a little bit there. Remember, vulnerability is power, not weakness. The more you understand yourself, the freer you will become. Look at me. That's exactly what I was saying to you earlier on the story. And there's our beautiful lotus flower on the unraveling. And when we send that and imagine that unraveling at the top and opening up, we haven't got our lotus flower on the table today, which is interesting. Very interesting. Okay, beautiful, beautiful cards. Right, let's see what our spirit can tell us in terms of what this is all about for the month of August. What can we expect? What can this possibly be? The unraveling is wanted to sit on top of. Let's see if there's anything else. Anything else, Spirit, please? On the table. Oh, yes. I think that's it. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Okay, all by the unraveling. Did you notice? Open up your heart. It will help you attract more love. That's lovely. Very beautiful. Angel of love. Open up your heart, my friend. There's a love spell. There's something to do with love on this table again. And sexuality. So someone is still figuring themselves out. Something to do with sexuality. That's very interesting. Open up your heart. A love spell and sexuality. You saw me shuffling. So something is unraveling. Maybe you need to just take that as it resonates. If you're watching this, all right, no longer deceiving yourself. The Two Worlds cards as the main significator card, very interesting. Okay, I'm going to read it again to you because I think it's important to listen to our advice. Beautiful, beautiful advice. All right. In reverse, you have an opportunity to act on your highest ideals and convictions. You may have been torn between two worlds, light and dark, but now you've discovered a greater sense of your truth. And there's the Deceit card. All right, victory is around the corner. Love you. Love your journey. Okay, allow this energy to guide you. Very important. Beautiful cards. Beautiful cards. Open up your heart. Open up your heart. Which ones do we want? These ones? Let's go. Let's see. All right, Spirit. You're giving us some spell. Because there's spell on the table, I thought, let's get one of the Witch's spell cards. And these beautiful cards, tarot cards, they will give us some guidance as well for the month of August for my beautiful viewer. We've got something here on the table to do with opening up the heart, love spell and sexuality. Being very much truer to yourself. Truer to yourself. Truer to yourself. Okay. We have a few on the table that jumped out. Okay. Hermit card I put down straight away, and I put it down on top of sexuality. The Hermit often has to go within, has to stay very calm, has to be guided by an inner force, an inner source. So the sexuality card, whatever it is that you are battling with, figuring yourself out. It might not be about sexuality as such, but it's about this next stage in your transformation journey. And sometimes it's really difficult to figure things out. So the idea of surrendering is really important now. All right. You know it's really important to you because you are feeling it. You are feeling it in your energy. You're feeling it in your heart. You know that there is this change that needs to happen. And this is what this 8-8 portal, especially all this energy leading up, is going to be doing. All right. So we have got, I don't know which way that went then. Strength. We have beautiful strength card. And there is our infinity symbol above her head. Can you see that? So that's beautiful. And she is there in nature. All right, so our Strength card is there. We've also got the Four of Swords. Okay, having a nice rest. Four of Swords. Okay, and then we also have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so we are going to read them as they've come out. Beautiful. Here it is. So our first one that came out was our Hermit, and straight away to it, seclusion. So you might have felt like you cut yourself off a little bit about something, something that maybe you need to be a bit more honest about, maybe that you need to be honest with yourself about. New moon tethers dark of night, truth revealed in lantern light. Stillness roams as instincts flow. Move within, find what you know. And it's interesting how we had the Two of Worlds cards in reverse. So it is about being between two things. There's something here on the table. You need to just be very honest with yourself. Really take that response and reaction and walk away. Go into that hermit like I did. I walked away from the situation last night. That's the only thing I can help you with right now, because that's my story and it's so relevant right now, and it's resonating with this. So I just wanted to share that with you. But you take what you feel as help and guidance. The hermit's secret is introspection. Teachers and guides often offer inspiration, clues, and codification, yet the individual must journey inward for answers. So I said to you, my sister and my sister-in-law gave me advice. I listened, but I actually then had to spend time talking myself through things till I recognized, yeah, that's it for me. Truth is cultivated when focus turns inward. Contemplative practice breeds wisdom. The hermit's cottage marks physical isolation. It is a removal of the self from the influence, thoughts, and energies of others. The hermit's path of self-knowledge springs from examining the self. It is the unraveling of thought and a dissection of emotion. The hermit card appears when it's time to temporarily remove the self from the company of others. Doing so allows the inner light of inspiration to shine for others. So introspection and solitude, removal and sequestered isolation, cautiousness and inward exploration, using inner light as a beacon for others. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, our Strength card. Eight. Power. And it's a Leo card, which is really interesting considering we're going over the next 7 days towards that Lionsgate portal. So this is an important message, a very important message for us right now. Blueberries burst with summertime glow. Stroke inner grace, let it flow. Strength isn't something to declare. Trust yourself and know it's there. I'll hold the card up for you because it's nice to see the picture while you're listening. But I'm not going to read it all. I'm going to tell you that Leo's sun symbol rests upon her heart, and a glowing lemniscate above Strength's head marks the effortless fusion of energy. This is marking the astrological association of the card and the fierceness of summer. Strength opens and closes the mama bear's mouth like a gauge. Energy is stoked not by controlling others, but by opening and closing inner reserves of power. A gentle touch is stronger than brute force. The secret of strength is self-control. I showed that last night. Patience and gentle courage, outwitting others, endurance and fortitude, using lessons of the past to forge the present self. Beautiful. Fantastic. Okay. Then we have our Four of Swords. There we go. Our Four of Swords. All right. And then let's just remember, if I can find my bit here. What we know. I don't think it's in this one, actually. Is it? Okay, so the Four of Swords. We know with swords it's about cutting through things. Fours are about stability, supports you, healthy roots, that type of thing. I like the way that she's lying very much down. Two of the swords are lying down next to her. Two are planted as if almost like a done. They're done, you know. But let's read it and I'll show you the picture. So it's Jupiter in Libra. Powered hops gift restful slumber. Calming thoughts as one dives under. Dreams come quick with Valerian sleep. Offers in eventide visions to keep. So perfect slumber is evoked in the Four of Swords. It is a card of peaceful mind completely at rest. The number 4 connects this card with the stability of thought in every way. A sense of peace is being cultivated. You trust what you know. Thoughts, ideas, and stories do not run wild. Ideas are considered and released. New thoughts are observed without becoming entangled in the ego. New and interesting ideas arise. 2 swords up and 2 swords down show vulnerability as well as the ability to protect the self if needed. And that was in our energy cards as well as our activation cards. The secret of the Four of Swords is the importance of self-care. My goodness, that reading this morning as well. For only healthy witches cast effective spells. It is love and protection extended to the realm of the mind and thought. So it's stable thoughts, pleasure in decisions, resting well, assured mind, spirit and body, a pause providing room to imagine and contemplate well into the future, a well-sent message, restful nights, restoration of your mind, your body and your soul. Something's unraveling. You need this right now. All right. Take yourself out of the situation. Open up your heart to you. Okay. Make your decisions and choices based on your journey, how you're feeling, what it is about you. Know you have that strength to do so. Very clear. All right. 8 of Pentacles. 8s are case flow, results, strong, healthy plants are right for propagation. So let's have a little look at and Pentacles we know is all about connection to the earth. We know that Pentacles are about things that you plant and grow. Let me see if I can find the 8 of Pentacles. Where am I? Pentacles, Pentacles. I can't find Pentacles anywhere. I've got swords and cups. Where are you? Pentacles. There we are. Right, 8 of Pentacles. Our beautiful 8 of Pentacles is Sun in Virgo. Right work, busy work, creative glow. Life's a buzz when you flow. Heartfelt work comes on quick. Know yourself. It does the trick. Oh, very interesting. Now it is in reverse. The secret of this card is pleasure in one's work ethic. So when it's reversed, taking a break away from work, feeling stifled in work, taking on too much responsibility, share your workload with others, delegate responsibility. You aren't in this alone. Now, it might not just literally be about your work, because I'm feeling it's something to do with, well, it could be. Maybe it's about how much you enjoy your work, what you do. I'll give you an example of why I'm thinking like this. Having a conversation with my sibling about the idea of having to be bribed, and the corruption of that and how it has affected situations. And I think a lot of the time we don't realize, I don't know where I'm going with this, but the idea of, you know, in your working life, maybe you're not satisfied with how you are in an environment that could be corrupt, or it could be really against you as a morals and ethics, and you find yourself being dragged into something. So I'm feeling that could be a message for some of you. But most of you, I think it's about this inner work, the self-healing, the love of yourself, the worthiness of yourself, the idea that you've been bewitched. I feel completely bewitched in my spirituality because I love being where I am so much. I'm so grateful for everything that I'm guided with and how I can sit here and speak to you guys, and I hear these messages and I think, right, keep going, have the strength to know that I'm helping. Maybe there's a ripple effect, but something coming along right now that we can't necessarily see can be quite worrying, and that can also cause a little bit of unrest. Perhaps that could be something that you are maybe doing something like this is something that you're not feeling very comfortable with or talking to others about or something like that. Maybe that's where you need to be vulnerable. Open up your heart. Take what resonates. I hope this has become a nicer picture for you. It certainly is making me feel very, very in tune. We will keep going. This was your month of August. There's something on this table about change. And the change is good change. It's not bad change. But with change, often things come up that really test us. And we have to learn our lessons, don't we? All right, let's finalize this with a final message, please, Spirit, based on what is on my magic table today for the month of August. Oh, in your heart, you know what is good for you and what makes you excited to be alive day after day. You need to trust your dreams and follow your instincts. If you don't, you'll only end up making other people's dreams come true. That's a powerful final message. And there it is for you. I really hope that whatever it is, please let me know in the comments. Let me know how you do. Share. Sometimes it's nice to hear and share from others out there, because we all help each other, don't we? We need to all be there in our network for a reason. We help each other. So here it is on the table. I will take a picture and see what I can put up on the front, but let me know. Like and subscribe, and maybe if you need to make a comment or share with someone else that might need to hear this that you know of. We have our beautiful runes on the table as well that really did help us, culminating in Berkana, which is all good stuff. We have magic and luck on our table. So this is all in August that's going to bring us amazing transformation, and that is exciting. So you have a wonderful, wonderful day. You take care. I'll see you again soon.